I'm Maria Elena Giassi, and this is Currents. It's a solemn Friday in Madrid as the Pope leads the Stations of the Cross. Plus, the hot Spanish sun is not dampening the spirits of the Brooklyn pilgrims as they greet Benedict.
It's a hot, hot summer day here in Madrid, Spain, and we're only 2 hours away from greeting Pope Benedict XVI.
And a prodigal pilgrim gives us his eyewitness. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Matt McClure has the night off. A group of religious sisters did nothing to hide their enthusiasm today during their meeting with Pope Benedict on day 5 of World Youth Day. They sang, chanted, and even did the wave in the courtyard of the Basilica of St. Lawrence, just north of Madrid, Spain. Most of them stood on their chairs when the Pope entered. Benedict told the sisters, "In a world of relativism and mediocrity, we need that radicalism to which your consecration bears witness." He told the sisters that the Church needs their youthful fidelity. And the Pope also met with young Spanish university professors inside St. Lawrence Basilica. He told them that too many universities are teaching students a profession, quote, without helping them learn to seek and to love knowledge and truth, and what it means to be created in God's image. Benedict, who at one time was a young professor, told the educators that young people need authentic teachers, persons open to the fullness of truth. Later in the day, the Pope prayed the Stations of the Cross in Madrid. Here now are highlights of that.
Pax vobis.
Et cum spiritu tuo.
Queridos jóvenes, nos reunimos aquí evocando la tarde del Viernes Santo para acompañar a Jesús, el Hijo de Dios, en los misterios de su dramática y gloriosa pasión. Son misterios de vida y salvación. Por eso, al mismo tiempo que contemplamos la pasión de Cristo, hacemos presente el sufrimiento de tantos hermanos nuestros que como consecuencia del pecado propio y ajeno transitan por enormes vía crucis con el peligro de perder la fe y la esperanza. Hoy queremos hacernos sireneos que abrazados a la cruz de Cristo acogen también en la plegaria, en la caridad, el dolor de nuestros hermanos.
We will have more on the Pope at World Youth Day later in the show. First, some other news from Madrid. The World Youth Day press office says hackers have attacked the event's website. A statement calling the hacking attempts, quote, particularly aggressive. According to Catholic News Agency, the content of the World Youth Day website has not been affected, but the site has occasionally been down. The delivery of electronic press releases to journalists has also been affected. Organizers say they are working to resolve the issue. And the Vatican is weighing in on the controversy surrounding World Youth Day costs. In a statement released yesterday, Vatican Radio said that the Church, the pilgrims, and private donations are covering the cost of World Youth Day. The statement said that the event will not cost Spain anything. Stay tuned. There's more currents ahead. When we return, the Brooklyn Pilgrims see the Pope close up. We'll hear what they have to say about it. Welcome back to Currents. I'm Maria Elena Giassi. In a greeting to English-speaking World Youth Day pilgrims yesterday, Pope Benedict said to make trust in Christ's word the foundation of your lives. Young people from around the world gathered on Madrid's Plaza de Cibeles for the ceremony to welcome Benedict to World Youth Day. The Pope told the young people that through their participation, the name of Christ will echo throughout this great city. Among the throng of pilgrims, the delegation from the Diocese of Brooklyn, which at 600 is the largest group of any U.S. diocese. As our Antonina Zelinska tells us, they were ready for the Pope's arrival.
It's a hot, hot summer day here in Madrid, Spain, and we're only 2 hours away from greeting Pope Benedict XVI here at World Youth Day 2011.
We waited for over 5 hours, which was a little gruesome, but it was fun because of the party and the waters. And my favorite part was the different flags and meeting all the different people. It's not just about seeing the Pope, it's also about joining in your faith with other youth that are also, excited to be Catholic. Just seeing him and knowing that he's there, knowing that that's who you look up to. That's what he's like, the leader of our church, So it was moving to see everyone's reactions, to see how humble he was.
When he was coming over, it was great because I'm taller than everybody. So I just lifted up my camera and I kind of, used the screen a bit to see what I was looking at. And I just took 3 quick photos as soon as he came by, and it was great. They came out really great. Like, one of them looks like he's actually looking at me.
That report from Antonina Zelinska. The music in that report is courtesy of Catholic singer-songwriter Michael James Metty. We've posted a link to his website on our Twitter feed. Look for it at currentsny.net. And Brooklyn Auxiliary Bishop Frank Caggiano is one of 8 U.S. bishops chosen to lead English-language catechesis sessions at World Youth Day. He shares some powerful personal stories, and we've posted the text of the first 2 sessions on our blog. Just go to currentsny.net and click on Writing the Wave. And stay tuned, there's more currents ahead. Coming up, he was away from the church, but he came back. This Brooklyn pilgrim shares his story. Welcome back. The delegation from the Diocese of Brooklyn was in the perfect spot to see Pope Benedict yesterday as he entered Madrid's Plaza de Cibeles for the ceremony to welcome him to World Youth Day. It's an opportunity they were looking forward to, including the young man you're about to meet. Omar Barragan is one of 4 college students from Mary of Nazareth Parish in Fort Greene who are in Madrid for World Youth Day. But his path there was not a direct one. In fact, it's one that took him outside the church for some time. Tonight, as our eyewitness, Omar talks about his return to the faith and why he's in Madrid.
I talked to my friends about going to World Youth Day, and some of them are excited. Some of them are like, oh, that's a great experience. Some of them thought that I was going there just for the vacation, but I'm like, no, I'm going to be with a lot of youth, meeting the Pope, and hopefully experience something great. I was away from the faith for a while, for about 2 years. I questioned a lot, why does God do this? Why, sort of little stuff. And my mom especially didn't like the fact that I questioned it. I moved back to where I used to live around here, and I went to church. I wasn't really expecting to be part of the church. But after seeing some friends I knew that were in church, sort of brought me in within the church more, sort of made me realize, okay, this is sort of interesting. Let me see how it works. So I volunteered in the shelter. Seeing people in shelter and how their faith grew stronger in God is something that hit me. Not at the moment, but it took time and to realize that, oh, there's people out there who are homeless and still have faith. It's something that at first I didn't understand, because it's like, why keep going when you're right down there? Coming to church, listening to what the priest had to say, really opened my eyes. There's more to church than just sitting there, because you're not just listening to the priest, you're listening to the words of God. Kids in New York nowadays see it as just like a day you go to Mass, just stay there, sit down, listen to the priest, and then just go home. But they're missing the aspect of what's behind the religion. I would say retreats help me, and well, hopefully going to World Youth Day and having this sort of big retreat will help me even more. I'm excited to meet the Pope. Going off to Spain, meeting someone like that, knowing that you're like right there, seeing him face to face, it's a big deal, because not everybody gets a chance to meet someone like that. And it would be nice to share that experience, to see, oh, okay, this is how it happened to him or her, this is my experience, and so on and so forth. Young people going to World Youth Day are gonna have questions, just like I had questions about. I hope that World Youth Day would answer many people's questions in a way where they go, listen to other people's testimonies and what they have to say about the religion. What I hope to bring back from World Youth Day is something that I can keep, and then share with others. Teach other people, don't give up on your faith. There may be times where you fall back. Some people, lost their faith and they came back to it, but your faith with God is stronger and grows stronger by the minute.
Be sure to tune into Currents each night for exclusive coverage of the Brooklyn Pilgrims at World Youth Day. Don't go anywhere, there's more Currents ahead. When we return, the Pope delivers a message of encouragement to the world's youth.
Que nada ni nadie os quite la paz. No os avergoncéis del Señor.
Finally tonight, Pope Benedict wasted no time after arriving yesterday in Madrid. In a speech at Barajas Airport, Benedict said the young people who have gathered for World Youth Day bring confidence in the future of the Church and the world. Although it was not as big as the crowd in the Plaza de Cibeles yesterday, a considerable number of young people greeted the Pope after he touched down in Spain. Rome Reports has more on what the Pope had to say to them.
Vuelvo a decir a los jóvenes con todas fuerzas de mi corazón que nada ni nadie os quite la paz. No os avergoncéis del Señor. Él no ha tenido reparo en hacerse uno como nosotros, experimentar nuestras angustias para llevarlas a Dios y así nos ha salvado.
Benedict XVI gave his thanks to everyone that welcomed him in his first trip to the Spanish capital.
Saludo muy cordialmente a los que estáis aquí reunidos en Barajas. Y a cuantos siguen este acto, a través de la radio y la televisión. Y también una mención muy agradecida a los que han con tanta entregada y dedicación desde instancias eclesiales y civiles han contribuido con su esfuerzo y trabajo para esta Jornada Mundial de la Juventud en Madrid se desarrolle felizmente y obtenga frutos abundantes.
For this World Youth Day, the Pope has said that he would like to meet with young Catholics and non-Catholics from around the world.
Tienen una ocasión privilegiada para poner en común sus aspiraciones, intercambiar recíprocamente la riqueza de sus culturas y experiencias, animarse mutuamente en un camino de fe y de vida, en el cual algunos se creen solos o ignorados en sus ambientes cotidianos.
The Pope was also greeted at the airport by hundreds of pilgrims, including a group of 60 children dressed as the Swiss Guard and several groups of musicians known as tunas. The Popemobile then departed, carrying the pontiff to his lunch with the Apostolic Nuncio of Spain, Monsignor Renzo Frattini, before the Pope's meeting with young people in the Plaza de Cibeles.
That is all for this edition of Currents. But be sure to tune in to us this weekend. We will be on the air at 7:30 on both Saturday and Sunday nights with recaps of the day's events from World Youth Day and have more exclusive updates from the Brooklyn Pilgrims. You won't want to miss it. And stay with NET for live coverage of events from World Youth Day. Tune in tomorrow morning at 3:20 when we bring you Mass with Spanish seminarians. Tomorrow afternoon at 1:30, Benedict will visit a center for the sick, and at 2:20, the Pope will lead a prayer vigil. And if you missed this evening's Way of the Cross with Pope Benedict, don't go anywhere. An encore presentation is just ahead here on the net. For all of us here at Currents, I'm Maria Elena Giassi. We'll see you back here tomorrow night at 7:30. Until then, thank you for watching and have a great night.